Kitty, kitty, kitty ma. Oh la lolo, Ayana. Shoot to kill. Zirada. Shoot to... Now, welcome to Mind Kron Ghana. I am Ubunku Minkuman and Bediako-Poku. I am the ordained Crown Prince of Ghana, and I am your Falcon of Africa. Now, today is very significant in the life of the youth of Africa. Now, today, of course, South Africa are going to the polls, and I'm sending grace, power, and abundance to my brother, Julius Malema. I hope the youth of Africa will do. The youth of South Africa will do. You know, we need to support the freedom fighters. We need to be able to distinguish between puppets and leaders and politicians. We, the youth of Africa now, we are much more brilliant and bright, and we can see the difference between politicians and leaders. And Julius Malema certainly is a leader. And I want the youth of South Africa to do today. South African youth. Now, South Africa in itself is not Southern Africa. Now, we all know the world map has been turned upside down, just like most of our consciousness, right? South Africa is actually the northern part of Africa. They know this. Scientists know this, but I'm wondering why they haven't changed it till now. The youth of South Africa. If Africa is united, I won't be living in South Africa. I won't take my things and move to South Africa. You know, I will visit South Africa and come back to Ghana because I love Ghana. Anywhere in Africa, there are abundance of minerals. We are the richest in the world. We won't let white people's system, the system they create, define who we are. We are the most populous in the world. We have a median age of 19 years, youth. We have youth on our side. When other populations are declining, look at Japan, for instance. They are now calling on our help to repopulate their place, right? There are many schools that are closing down because there aren't children to fill their schools. But they did this to themselves. They cleared Japan of the indigenous population. And now they are facing consequences for it. The whole of Europe too is in decline in population wise. So our time is now, and I want the youth of South Africa to vote massively for Julius Malema and the EFF, which is the Economic Freedom Fighters. I'm so happy today. I will do whatever I can as the ordained Crown Prince of Ghana and the Falcon of Africa to make sure that today is a day we will remember. South African youth, it is time. Go in your numbers, go to the polls and vote for Africa's unity. Julius Malema is a Pan-Africanist, and it's about time Pan-Africanists rule Africa. Because when we are here, our abundance gets to every African. We are going to use the Pan-African system that will make sure there is abundance for anybody everywhere on the continent and in the continent and outside the continent of Africa. We live on the most fertile lands anywhere in the world. Most minerals. A gram of californium is $25 million. So we have what it takes to build a continent worthy the kings and queens. And this is our time. We won't buy into that Jesus program telling us that we should wait and we are going to a place better than this. This is our heaven. This is what we've always wanted. Even if Jesus will come next week, next 10 years, I want him to come and meet the African, living as the king and queen he was meant to be. South Africans, today is the day to show that your consciousness is high. Because now in Senegal, you can see what our brothers there are doing. When you go to Mali, when you go to Burkina Faso, when you go to Chad, this is the time. We are uniting our continent and nobody can stand in our way. We are uniting our continent and nobody can stand in our way. This is our time. This is our time to change the narrative. A day at a time, but this is the time. It is now. Let us build systems that will last for millenniums. Let us go back. In Tree, as an Akan, we have a symbol what that we call Sankofa Yenchi. And if I am translating it into English, it means that when you go back to your roots, it's something you should do. Like, it is not prohibited to go back to your roots, because any human without roots, any tree without roots won't be able to bear fruit. And going back to what our ancestors knew will certainly get us where we want to be. The kingdom of Al Kebulan is upon us, my brothers and sisters. And today, every spirit in Africa, every spiritual person should back Julius Malema in this fight. I love what Ramaphosa has done in terms of South Africa at the ICJ and everything they are doing for Palestine. But I think Julius Malema will take African unity 77 times 77 times 77 steps forward. And that is what we need. We need to make sure this is ours. Everything is ours. You see, they can't tell us we are the poorest in the world when we stand on gold. We stand on uranium. We stand on uranium. We stand on any or every natural resource, mineral, whatever you have anywhere in the world. So we know our worth, and our wealth and our worth is our abundance. It's been a pleasure having you on Oman Kron Ghana. It's a short one, of course. I'm already in my Pan-African colors. You see, red, black, and green, and a bit of whatever you can call it. But today is a very significant day, 29th May, and I hope it is written in the history books today that today something big happened. My brothers and sisters in South Africa, Africa is rich. Nobody will move to South Africa because we want to be united. No, I will never leave Ghana. If I'm coming to South Africa, I'm coming there for the beautiful women and probably get a wife, a awesome wife, you see. But not, no. Everything is ours. We live on the most richest continent in the world. And we need to start behaving like that. We don't need papers and numbers on a computer screen to determine our worth and our wealth in life. I say, tear them down into pieces. What you figure this be? EFF, follow me talking your gibberish. Kofi, I never listening. My woman say, today I'm happy, man. I hope EFF wins this election, and hopefully Julius Malema will speed up African unity. It is already upon us. The kingdom of Al Kebulan is what we are seeing. And I'm sending greetings to the Caribbeans, to Guadeloupe, to Martinique, and wherever you find yourself on this beautiful continent, beautiful world called Kai, right? If you're melanated like me, you know our struggles. Wherever you find yourself here, they want to oppress us. But now this is our time. Our legacy starts from today. And today we are going to the northern part of Africa. They call it South Africa. We know it is Northern Africa. It's been a pleasure having you. Chichicha, EFF, EFF, EFF. Come on, EFF. Come on, guys. This is our time. EFF and Julius Malema as the North African. I told you, South Africa is North Africa. Every scientist knows this. I don't know why they haven't changed it. They have turned the world map upside down. It's been a pleasure having you. Chichicha. I'm so happy, guys. I'm so happy. Mwah.